Hi, my name is Theo, and you are listening to Between Two Trains. We bring you the best and brightest entrepreneurs in the North DeKalb area on the 1st and 15th of every month. Today, your co-hosts are Van Pappas and Eric Most. And now, Between Two Trains.
Welcome to another Between Two Trains. My name is Van Pappas, your friendly financial planner.
And I'm Eric Most, your better business banker.
Eric, it has been 2 years now. Between Two Trains has been on the air for 2 years. We're celebrating our 2-year anniversary, and I can't think of a better way to celebrate than with our very first two guests of the show. So today we have Kim Fredrickson and Cherri McCallister. Kim is with Hello Gorgeous, and Cherri is with Breathe Yoga. Ladies, welcome to the show. Welcome back to the show.
Well, thank you so much. Congratulations.
Yeah, I know. It's exciting stuff. So one of the things that we'll probably want to talk about is what have y'all done over the last 2 years? We heard 2 years ago about your business, and we'll just go one at a time. Kim, tell us. Hello Gorgeous. It's 2 years later.
So 2 years later, we actually closed the cafe. And
that's right. You had a cafe when we met last time.
Yeah. We closed the cafe. It was great while we had the cafe until I realized that as a small business owner, managing a boutique, a gift shop, and a cafe was a lot. And one of the things that you learn as a business owner is what you can do and what you can't do. And so I closed the cafe. Excitingly, though, we're opening a new one, but more for that later. And then in the last 2 years, I've done 2 fashion shows. We focus a lot on our gifts, our clothing, continuing the inclusivity and welcoming nature of our business. We had llamas come in the last 2 years from Wits End Llama Consortium.
Wow.
They came and it was awesome. We actually got in creative loafing, which is a big deal. And you get into creative
Let's
loafing.
make sure our listeners know where you're at. So your address is 3400 Malone Drive. You're right across from the DeKalb Senior Center, right?
Yes.
And for those who haven't been there, you're basically like a retail boutique, type thing. You've got clothing and jewelry and what else?
We have a huge selection of greeting cards. We have greeting cards for everything, every occasion pretty much. We have clothing. We have gifts for babies up to 100-year-old people and more. We have candles. We have purses. We have makeup. We have skincare. We have books. We have purses. We have toys. We have stuffed animals. We have jewelry. We have everything and more. I like to think of us as a general store.
So for the male listening, it sounds like it's a great place to come if they want to buy a special gift for their loved one. Maybe we got Valentine's Day coming up. Maybe as a male, I want to come get something special for Valentine's Day. Do you get, what's like the demographic? You get more women coming in, more men?
We have a really diverse demographic. We have anywhere from 15 years on up. In terms of gender, we have women who shop for women, men who shop for men who shop for women, and everybody in between. So okay. In terms of finding a gift for someone, especially for Valentine's Day, whoever you love in your life, and that can be, you getting something for your wife. We've got jewelry, and we're very helpful with that.
Yeah, I bought some jewelry for my wife from your store.
We have candles, scarves. Scarves are really a good one because you don't have to worry about size. Jewelry is awesome because everyone likes a new piece of jewelry, and everything is under $100. So we're a very affordable shop, and we're helpful without being pushy. And we like to make shopping fun. So it can even be fun for someone who's a little bit nervous about coming in. So if a guy is out there and he's worried about coming in to shop at a place that's called Hello Gorgeous, you don't need to worry. It's not just for girls. We have men's socks. We have men's what are they called? Wallets and money clips. And so we can also walk you through the process of shopping, and it's quite painless, actually, because that was our goal.
I didn't know that everything was under $100. That's really awesome. Mm-hmm. You don't often see, a boutique like yours where they're catering to that. Mm-hmm. So, well, I want to hear more about the new cafe, but before we do, I want to change over to Cherri and talk about Breathe Yoga. And you moved recently.
Yeah.
You're now in your third location in
Yes.
Chamblee.
Yes, I am.
I remember the ribbon cutting when I was the president of the Business Association that we did for your first store there on Peachtree Boulevard. But you're now at 5522 New Peachtree, just on the other side of the railroad tracks. What's that shopping center name?
It's called Plaza del Sol.
Plaza del Sol,
Plaza del
yes.
Sol, yeah.
So tell us about, you were not there 2 years ago.
No, I was not there 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I was at 5300 Peachtree Road at the corner of Miller and Peachtree Road. We recently just moved, end of November, 1st of December, and we were thrilled to move to a place that had ample parking, lovely, what I call the promenade, great sidewalks and awnings and lovely peaked ceiling, great space, and now what I call, I'm a East Side Chamblee business owner. Hashtag East Side Chamblee.
East Side. Ooh, I like that hashtag.
East Side.
We have to start that.
Yeah. Well, actually, there's a building. They're building along there across from the Asian Center there. There's a whole thing. If you go by there, it says East Side Chamblee. Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
that's part of the Parkview guys, their development.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Right.
and also with the new International Park there and things like that,
That's
there's
right.
the opportunity to do some things there. Talk to the city about that, and so I'm very happy to be over there. We've only, like I said, we've only been over there a few months, though. So we're still, feeling the flow, getting into the groove there, but it's been great.
That's a unique name too, Plaza del Sol.
Yeah,
and
Plaza
with
del Sol.
yoga, yoga, it's like your soul, S-O-U-L.
But S-O-L-S-O-U-L.
Yeah.
And
it
it works so far. So, but it's great.
Well, let's tell, for those listeners that did not hear you 2 years ago, let's just tell them exactly what Breathe Yoga is. It's a traditional yoga studio, right? Is there anything different about what you do?
Well, we're a community-based traditional yoga studio. We offer, traditional yoga classes, a variety of them. We also have a Tai Chi Qigong class, a Pilates class, and we also offer yoga for family. We have a family yoga class. We have grounded kids yoga. In addition to, we offer 2 prenatal classes a week. So we do, 2 prenatal yoga classes there a week. So we do.
Very young, like prenatal, like how young can they be?
Well, no, prenatal is for pregnant ladies.
I know.
Man, that's pregnant ladies. So
gotcha. So they do yoga while they're pregnant.
Yes.
Before the birth date, so that's pretty young there.
That's young.
They're negative years old when they're doing she figures out how to do it in the womb there.
No, but it's great for moms-to-be because they have the opportunity to move. We offer breathing techniques to help ease discomforts of pregnancy, their prenatal journey, and help to prepare them for labor and delivery. So those are 2 very popular classes we have. And when I was talking about the children and family class, we're, ages kind of, I'd say 5 to 95. So, so a wide range there.
Is it specifically just for the pregnant mothers, or is it for the husbands as well to do alongside?
Well, the yoga classes often are just aimed at the ladies. However, I have had husbands come with their wives. I've had sisters and moms as well. So we do let anybody come to the prenatal class to be supportive of their of the person they're with. Yes, absolutely.
And did I hear you say in that list Tai Chi? That's one.
We have a Tai Chi Qigong class on Wednesdays at 10 with lovely Tina.
That's the one with the slow arm movements.
That's the one that's considered kind of a walking meditation. It's a walking meditation. It's a slow down martial art is what it is. It's really lovely. Cool. Yeah. So.
That might be good to tie in with the park across there.
Right.
Do an outdoor.
I've talked to the city about doing some outdoor activities here, or they've talked to me as well. So over at City Hall. But so it's really a really lovely place to be. I'm very happy to be there.
Nice.
Excellent.
All right. Well, Kim, tell us now about the new. Can you reveal the new cafe?
Relieve us of the anticipation.
Yeah,
We're sitting on the edge of our seat.
Because I didn't know that there was a new possible cafe. What's the deal?
So right now, one of the things we've been focusing on, and by we, I mean me and my staff, because it takes a team to run Hello Gorgeous in any small business, and so my staff is really instrumental in helping me with this. We've been doing a lot of pop-ups, and pop-ups are when a small business will come to a little tiny bit bigger business like us, and they'll have an opportunity to sell their wares. So we've worked with everybody from jewelers, clothing designers, soap makers, greeting card designers, candle makers, to bagel making people. And Simple Bread Company is a company that operates out of Prep Kitchen, Atlanta. It's over in Doraville, along with a lot of other small businesses. And so I met the owner of Simple Bread Company, Gabe Peterson. I met him at the Avondale Farmers Market last summer, and I asked him if he'd like to do some pop-ups at Hello Gorgeous. So he's done 3 pop-ups at Hello Gorgeous, and then we now have a plan in motion, project in motion, where they will be coming to Simple Bread Company. We'll be operating out of our cafe. They'll be there. I'm not sure of the exact hours or days yet, but what I am sure of is that Simple Bread Company makes delicious bagels, and they will have their bagels, spreads, sandwiches, and coffee, which is produced by a company called Cloudland Coffee Roasters, and Christina, is a woman who focuses on women coffee producers from around the world. So Simple Bread Company will offer their bagels, spreads, and sandwiches at the cafe, as well as Cloudland Coffee. So we're very excited about that. Again, stay tuned for more information from our social media.
Definitely bring you. Let us know, and we'll announce it on a future episode of Between Two Trains. But I want to explore something you just said about female entrepreneurship. Eric and I have talked about this many times with other guests, and I'm really excited that the two of y'all are on here, and the two of y'all were our first 2 guests, because there are so many female entrepreneurs here in Chamblee. In fact, you might remember there was an article that came out a number of years ago that said that there are 7 communities in the United States where women make more money than men, and Chamblee happens to be one of those 7, which is really interesting. But I want to talk a little bit from both of y'all about what it's like being a female entrepreneur, if there's challenges, because I think we got something special here in Chamblee, and we need to be shouting that to the world, that if you're a female entrepreneur, you should come here. Can you talk, both of y'all, about what it's like to be a female entrepreneur?
Well, it's challenging.
Cherri's doing her breathing.
Yeah, I know. I did my breathing
exercises before she
Now
answers.
you know why the name of my business is Breathe.
Yoga.
Being an entrepreneur is a challenge. Yes. Running your own business is a challenge. It's your baby. It requires nurturing and care. It demands a great deal of your time and energy. I'm not sure if that's different being a female than it is being a male entrepreneur. I do think that being a female entrepreneur here in Chamblee and owning the business I do feel as though I have nurtured the community that we're here. We do a lot of networking, with a lot of business owners, with a lot of other groups, and I think that's maybe something that's a little more unique in the way that we approach business. I don't do a lot of advertising. I'm on social media, I have a website, but most of ours is word of mouth.
Someone comes, is a client, or comes to one of your classes, and then they tell their friends, or they bring their friends.
Yes, it's very community oriented and very organic in that way. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a little more unique perhaps than some other businesses. Part of that, I think, is just the nature of the fact of the kind of business I'm in, and also that I'm female. And that's the kind of relationships that I look to cultivate. I'm not interested in just having somebody with a coupon come in one time and do a class.
Right.
I'm interested in really cultivating a relationship with that person, getting to know them, getting to know their strengths, their weaknesses, what's going on in their life, because we're all about wellness, holistically, the entire person. So I think that's how I'm a little different,
Do you
perhaps, than a
partner-
male entrepreneur.
Do you partner a lot with like chiropractors or alternative healing, or is that really not? They don't tie really much.
I do work with some. I do recommend. I do have some people come in, for example, to some of the classes. I have workshops that will sponsor. I have people I recommend. I am
Does
having.
chiropractors say, "Hey, go do yoga"?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
They do. Yes, chiropractors will say go do yoga. Yoga will say go get adjusted.
Gotcha.
So I do have relationships, particularly with other females in female business owners or practitioners here in Chamblee. Also, I am going to be having an event in March, the 21st,
Tell
a
us.
grand reopening.
March what?
March 21st, Saturday, March 21st.
This is open to the public?
3, 2, 1. Open.
3, 2, 1, open. That's right. It's
Was
great.
that on purpose, or did Eric just come up with a new
that was
marketing
great.
plan?
I might have to use that, Eric.
Just a divine moment
I might have to
here.
use that. We are going to go ahead and have a grand reopening because we moved. We're having free yoga classes from 9 to 1 that day. We're having
Oh, I'm there.
llamas come in. Those are fun for pictures and things. I'll have a couple pop-ups.
You can't ride a llama, can you?
A massage
Can you ride a
pop-up.
llama?
No, you can't ride a llama.
not
but
recommended.
They're really
No.
fun. The kids love them. Things like that. We're also
a little
having
baby, maybe? They can put a little baby on a llama?
We're having
Stand next to the llama.
Stand next to them.
okay.
We're having.
You don't want llama drama, trust
No
me.
llama
llama.
drama. No, no llama drama. We're having, as I said, we're having free classes to the community.
Nice.
There will be some vendors there. We're also offering a yoga class for with a teacher who speaks Spanish for families.
Yeah, because you're not the only. How many people do you have working teaching classes?
Teaches 6.
You have 6 teachers.
Others that
there.
work in conjunction with me.
Okay, nice.
Very cool.
So that will be happening on the 21st of March. So I'm excited. That more info to come.
Yeah.
Kim, do you want to add anything about being a female entrepreneur? Or is Cherri hit it right on the head?
I think being a woman entrepreneur is best captured in the phrase, nevertheless, she persisted.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, I don't know because I'm not a guy. So I don't know what it's like for a man who's an entrepreneur. But I do know that being a small business owner, being an entrepreneur, being a creative person who's trying to make it in small business is challenging for everybody. And especially in today's environment where the focus is on Amazon and pushing a button and getting what you want instantaneously. And I think that as a woman and as an art teacher, former art teacher, and as a mom and as a daughter and as a sister and a wife and a friend, I have learned there's certain skills that I have as a woman or as me, that I know how to, when I opening a business, I opened it because I wanted it to be a welcoming, inclusive space for everybody. And I want to work with the community, and that's what we've done over the last 5 years. It's been 5 years now. Cherri's been in Chamblee 7 years. We've been in Chamblee 5 years. And at times it gets very challenging and very frustrating, but because I'm able to relate to other people and to other women a lot of times more easily, I reach out to them for support and to lift us up when we're feeling a little bit challenged. And again, I don't know how it is for a guy. I don't know, a man. But I do know that I'm grateful to the community of Chamblee because the community of Chamblee, in spite of the construction that's going on Malone.
You can talk about that.
And I'm not being negative. I'm saying that in spite of the construction, that's a never-ending circus of fun on Malone Drive. That would be SLX, and that would be Ativa Peachtree, and that would be Pruitt Healthcare and Trackside. all of those developments are coming, and it's awesome for Chamblee. But what's even more awesome is the community of Chamblee, because they are the people who lift us up in small business. They are the people. They still come to our shop in spite of the fact that they may not find a parking place right in front, in spite of the fact that they may have to navigate a street that doesn't have a clearly established designated sign. They come to our store. They support us to see llamas. They support us for pop-ups. They support us to buy that greeting card for that person who's going through a hard time, or to buy a greeting card for someone who's going through a good time, to come buy a new outfit. And I think that I thank the community of Chamblee for, because they are amazing. And Chamblee and beyond, because we have customers who come from Alpharetta, who come from Decatur, who come from Dunwoody, who come from Buckhead, who come from Sandy Springs, who come from Brookhaven, from Doraville, from Tucker, Peachtree Corners. Because, we are, Cherri and I would say, we're the face of our business. Yeah. And for whatever reason, people trust us, and I don't know.
We're trustworthy.
We're trustworthy. But, I know that everybody has a lot of choices out there in the world, and so I appreciate everybody who comes in and shops at a small business, because I know everyone's got a lot of stuff going on in their world. I also would like to say thank you to the Chamblee Police Department. They are awesome for supporting us, and again, keep an eye out for some flashback Fridays and throwback Thursdays on social media for some great photos with the llamas that came, and we'll be at Cherri's place on March 21st.
Yes, I can't wait.
3, 2, 1.
That's great.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Well, Kim, we do thank you as well. As a member of the community, we thank you as well, because I know how challenging it is going on, like you said, with all the construction, and you've persevered there, regardless. And you've done other things outside of the business. The Main Street stuff that happened a few years ago, and there's all kinds of things that you've done, for the community as well. So thank you. But unfortunately, we are up to our commercial break, so we need to take a short break. And when we come back, we're going to play our ever fun game, Can You Ace It? So stay tuned for that.
Looking for an affordable, functional, and creative space to work? Check out 3411 Co-working in downtown Chamblee. They have flexible month-to-month office space options that include fiber internet, meeting rooms, printing, coffee, snacks, and networking events. 3411 Co-working is the perfect place for entrepreneurs, remote workers, and small business owners looking for a one-stop shop for your professional needs. Stop by for a tour Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and see how 3411 Co-working can work for you.
All right, welcome back to Between Two Trains. We come to you on the 1st and the 15th of every month, and you can hear us on whatever podcasting app or our website, betweentwotrains.com. Please tell your friends to listen. We greatly appreciate it. So, Eric, can you ace it?
Can you ace it? I've got the questions, 3 questions, and the stakes. You got a gift card from Ace.
Yes. That
is on the line.
Brian, this is donated by Brian Fisk from the Chamblee ACE Hardware. Make sure you go in there and check out all the great stuff at Chamblee ACE Hardware.
Without further ado,
I'm ready.
Go for it.
The word boutique comes from the French word boutique, which has the same spelling and means any small shop. The French word, however, has its roots in which Greek word? Either A, aiopa, meaning purchase, B, apotheke, meaning a warehouse, or C, kalos, meaning beauty.
We need to find some of that.
Little Jeopardy music?
Jeopardy music, yeah. We need some of that.
Okay.
What is
All right, what we got?
We guess B.
B, apotheke. That is correct.
Woo! All right.
You're not disappointing the Greek today.
Okay.
You got the Greek roots.
All right, good.
So it's a French word, but it has its roots. The roots are from the Greek, meaning a warehouse, apotheke.
Cool. Thank you.
All right.
That was right, right?
That was right.
Okay.
That was absolutely right.
I pressed the button. I just assumed they were right.
All right. So question number 2. Which of these statements is true about small businesses in Georgia? A. According to an NFIB report in November 2018, Georgia ranks number 1 in the U.S. for small business climate. B. In September 2018, Amex released a report that ranked Georgia number 2 in U.S. for most women-owned startups. Or C, as of March 5th, 2019, the Secretary of State reported 808,285 registered establishments in Georgia.
That's too long.
That's a lot. Very wordy.
They're conferring here. They're getting
The
together.
masterminds are meeting.
They're putting the cone of silence over them
This type of
to come up with the answer.
this type of chit chat is not encouraged during the yoga classes.
Oh, I can't chit chat while they.
Well, no, I'm just
Oh,
saying.
they're
It's
chit-chatting.
I have no
typically,
idea.
yeah.
All right.
Oh, you got an answer.
We do, Van. We're going to go with C.
That is correct.
Two for two. Well, at
So-
worst, you know that you're going to get the gift card. But let's see if we can get 3 in a row.
Go
All
3
right,
for
Ben.
3.
Let's go
You're on a
3 for
roll.
3.
The pressure is on.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
High stakes here. Between
We'll
two
do some
trains.
shavasana after this and
Yeah.
just kind of
I can lead you
release.
through that, Eric.
Thank you. I'll count on you, Cherri. So, ironically, each of those statements were true.
All 3 of them were true.
So Amex ranked Georgia as number 2 in the country for women startup businesses,
See, we got something special here.
and Georgia ranks number 1 in the country in the U.S. for small business climate. So having a small business, and clearly Chamblee is
Chamblee.
At the forefront.
the forefront.
Yep.
So, all right,
What a
question
microclimate.
question number 3. Which of these statements is a fact about yoga? A, 1 in 3 Americans have tried yoga at least once. B, 36 million people in the U.S. regularly practice yoga. Or C, yoga was originally practiced as a form of healing.
What are you looking at Kim for?
No, I'm just.
We're conferring.
We're conferring
They're
on
on it.
everything.
This is what
We're
teen.
about the boutique.
Gotcha.
The boutique thing.
The boutique.
The boutique.
The boutique.
Well, let's read
I can-
number 2 again.
I can read. 36 million people in the U.S. regularly practice yoga.
She's whispering like
Final answer.
Like she has to hide the answer from a competitor.
You gotta be competitive.
This
Paul,
is it.
That's right. Yeah.
We're going with
I'm
2
going with
or B.
B.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, it's
Sound
broken.
effect. There we go.
Were all of them correct?
They were.
They were all correct.
That's what I thought. I thought
Well,
yes, and yes.
So-
But I wanted to, specifically.
Doing research, it's very interesting. I think there's a lot of misconceptions about yoga.
Oh, yes.
For people who have never tried it, it's something that I've done. It's something that I actually studied academically in college at one point, and
There's a
You
lot to it.
studied yoga in college?
I studied Hinduism, and I did a comparative theology. I studied Buddhism and also
learning new
Islam.
stuff about you.
Yes, it's a world theology. I don't think it takes much talent to point out differences. I think it takes talent to, draw similarities and to compare. So
Nice.
it was a comparative theology.
Right. And yoga, part of it did come out of the Hindu tradition,
Mm-hmm.
and it has a lot of arms, a lot of limbs, which a lot of people are not aware of. There's way more than just postures. So it's a very a deep practice.
Oh, right.
I have
And
to-
there
I
are several
have
different
to-
forms,
Yeah.
too.
I have to admit, I've never actually done it, but I'm going to come to the 3-2-1 celebration.
You should come, Van.
And I'm going to
definitely.
try it because not only do I want to try it, since I've never done it, and I need to check that box of doing it, but I also got to see these llamas.
It'll be wonderful. It'll be great.
So what else is going on? Any parting words here? We're up at the end of our show. You've got anything else?
Yes, there's a couple things going on, as there always are at Breed. The 29th, well, let me back up. The 14th, February 14th,
Okay.
Valentine's Day,
Valentine's
Friday
Day.
night, we're doing a partner yoga class at 6:30. You can bring your friend, your family, your lover, whomever you'd like to bring to partner with. We're doing a partners class there. We are...
This is not the Kama Sutra stuff here.
No, this is
Okay.
not the Kama Sutra or Tantric Yoga.
Yeah.
I'm going to be at Macy's on the 29th of February, which is Leap Day. I'll be working with them in Story, which is at a Perimeter Mall.
The Perimeter Mall
Yeah,
Macy's?
Perimeter Mall Macy's. I'll be doing a class there
Nice.
in their Story group, or their Story. It's a
Where do you do that?
Where it's a
at?
big pop-up.
It's a big
and then
pop-up in Macy's.
within
So
all the
they've
Macy's
just
nationwide.
taken some space and said we're going to do it.
Yeah, they've done that.
Very
They
cool.
have
Or is
done.
this in between like clothing aisles?
No.
No, it's a large
Okay.
space in Macy's that I'm going to be there on
Nice.
the 29th doing a yoga class and tea talk there.
Nice.
And then March 21st we have our grand reopening.
Grand Reopening.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
That's right.
Kim, any
And
parting
yes,
words?
we do. We have February 8th, Saturday, a week from, Saturday, February 8th, we're having pop-ups with 2 local makers. One is with Reciprocities. She makes bath and body products, so she'll be in the store from 12 till 4. And then we're having a local jewelry designer, Christy Silva. She'll be in the store with her earrings and necklaces and bracelets from 12 to 3. So they're popping up that day. And then February 13th, which is Galentine's Day, we're having a Galentine's Day party from 6 to 9. It's a free event, so bring out your friends. And we're gonna have sips, snacks, surprises, and arts and crafts. And of course, you can buy gifts for any of your Valentines. When we've got cards, we've got lots of goodies. And then on February 15th, we have another pop-up with local maker Courtney, who makes handmade headbands with really cool designs like unicorns, etc. So
Goodness,
she
you
will
just
be
got stuff all the
yes,
time.
12 to 5 on the 15th, and we're open Wednesday through Saturday. So come on over.
Does the headband have a horn like a unicorn that I can?
Well, conveniently, I do already sell unicorn headbands, which are made by Brooklyn Owl, which is a company in Brooklyn.
Wow,
And
wow.
it's a great headband that actually has a beautiful unicorn horn, with all sorts of really cool colors, and they are on sale right now for $15. So
I bought one.
come on over.
They're great.
Sherry's got one.
Now we know, before we close up shop here, we know that, Kim, you've got the boutique and people can come there on Malone Street and shop. But Cherri, what if someone's listening to this show and they say, hey, I want to do yoga, do they need to call or make an appointment? Or, I mean, it's not just I stop in, right? Because there's not someone there all the time, right?
Well, I'm not there 24/7,
Yeah.
Dan. You're right. But they can.
What's the best way for
The best
people?
way for them to contact me was either send me an email via the website.
Okay.
The
And that's
email's there.
breatheyoga.com?
The website is breatheyogaatlanta.com.
Atlanta.com.
Breatheyogastudioatlanta.com.
Okay.
And they can call me. The number is there. They can email me. They can actually come 10, 15 minutes before any class that's listed on the schedule and just come on in. I
And
don't
be
make
added.
people register for class ahead of time.
Okay.
You can show up and take the class.
Is there
And-
not like a space limitation?
There is, but we're always
can work 'em in.
We can always work them in.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, Eric, any parting words from Chase Bank?
I think not from Chase Bank. I mean,
The Eric Moss parting
this is
words.
the Eric Moss party. I think if I wore that unicorn, headband, I'd look
Yes.
more like a narwhal than a.
We have a
unicorn.
narwhal
If
pillow
you- I
and
can see
narwhal
why you would
cards
not
as
want
well.
Do you know? Okay, so you know what a narwhal is.
Yes, we
Yeah,
have
whales.
narwhal greeting
Yeah.
cards and narwhal pillow, and we could outfit you quite nicely.
I can see why you would not want Chase Bank, that to be a Chase
I'm gonna wear it
Bank
to the
thing.
pool in the
You're-
summer. I'm gonna go get one, and I'm gonna wear it to the
I
pool.
want, you
and I'm
to,
gonna-
I want you to wear it to work at Chase Bank.
I don't know.
Well, listen, ladies, thank you so much for coming on. We're so grateful that you came on 2 years later, and hopefully we will have you on again 2 years from now. Maybe we'll just make this a recurring 2-year event. Y'all check out Hello Gorgeous on Malone and Breathe Yoga on New Peachtree, and we will be back in 2 weeks with another great guest on Between Two Trains.
Thanks for having us on. Van.
Thank you very
Eric.
much, Van
We
and Eric.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Test. And now, between two trains. I was like, and now, between two trains. And my mouth was right here. Between two trains. I was like, and now, between two trains. And then pulled away.